Howdy YouTube. Today we're taking a look at the DC Universe Classics, celebrating 75 years of DC Comics, the Sinestro Corps Batman. Probably one of my favourite variants and I guess alternative versions of Batman. Was really excited to pick this guy up. I've actually had him for quite a while and only just now I guess dug him up and thought I'd review him for you guys, especially with the new Batman Arkham Knight game coming out. This guy was the skin for Arkham City, and of course part of a really great line of comic books and a great storyline as well. And it's going to be interesting to see how this guy stacks up to some of the other DC collectibles figures that I've got. So hopefully we'll get this guy opened up and give you guys a cool review. Taking a look at the packaging, obviously we see the DC Universe Classics logo there. I really love the packaging on this, even though it's really big and bulky, which I'm normally not the biggest fan of. I love that at the back there's all the different almost caricature, drawn shots of each of the different major DC heroes and villains. So I think that's something really awesome and really cool at the back there. And then looking down, of course, it does come with a collector button, and then obviously the big 75-year logo at the bottom there. And taking a look at the back of the packaging, and I think this is really cool. I love that it's got the biography of Bruce Wayne and then the stats and everything, but the Sinestro logo has come forth and has taken over that, which is really awesome. Nice shot of the figure on the top left there. He looks a lot bulkier and a lot more buff than the actual figure, so that's a little bit interesting. And then, of course, other figures in the wave. I'm just trying to think. There's no one there that really jumps out at me, if I'm completely honest, other than the Sinestro Corps Batman. He does, of course, come with the chest piece for Validus, which is really cool. I always love it when they do Build-A-Figure things. It makes it good, and I guess it's also a double-edged sword, where I'm probably not likely to pick up any of these other figures, which makes it hard to actually build the main guy. But still, really cool figure. Very excited to get him opened up and out of packaging. Okay, and here we have the Sinestro Corps Batman opened up and out of packaging. And he is a really cool figure. Very glad I was able to pick this guy up. The only thing that I don't like about this guy is obviously he has a hard time standing. No, is just the size difference. It really is a big shame that Mattel, who obviously make the Universe Classics line, didn't scale these figures up a little bit, because having this the same size as, say, the DC collectibles figures just would have been incredible. It would have been really awesome. But the fact that he's, like you can see against the Arkham Knight Batman there, so much shorter, really means that it's going to be hard to display him with any of the existing figures that I've got. He does come with, obviously, the chest piece of Validus, which is huge, really massive chest piece, actually, which is pretty cool. Good to see. And then he does come with the Sinestro Corps collector button, which is nice there. It's really a shame. I know with some of the Black Lantern and Blackest Night storyline figures, like the Black Lantern Zombie Batman or the Green Lantern figures, and we even got a Sinestro Corps Scarecrow that was in both waves. It's a shame that they don't scale them up a little bit, just because I really think some of the figures that we get released in the Universe Classics line are awesome figures. Great articulation, great detail, everything. But to have them not be compatible with the DC collectibles, which is, more of a premium style figure, I get that. But it's still a really big shame. Now, we'll take a look at Sinestro Corps Batman's face. I love this face. That's such a great face sculpt. Now, what's interesting, from memory, the yellow ring was the Ring of Fear. So I'm not sure why Batman's all aggro and everything like that. I haven't actually read the comic in a long time. But nice face. I actually really like the face on this guy. And then moving down, of course, he has got the trademark Sinestro Corps suit. I actually love the detail on the suit and the color scheme and everything. I think that's fantastic. Like, really, really comes off awesome. One thing that's interesting is he's got the gold, I guess, wrist braces, but the rest of him is a more lighter yellow. I don't have that big of a problem with it, if I'm honest. I think it adds to the figure, but certainly really, really cool. On the back, he's got a soft rubber cape, which a little bit interesting. The cape's not that big. I would have expected the cape to be a little bit longer, but still looking through, just trying to see. There's not too much wrong with this guy, if I'm honest. In terms of articulation, he's got a ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel in the bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel wrists. He's got an ab crunch, swivel waist, and then this is really the main point of difference between the Universe Classics and, say, the DC Direct DC Collectibles figures, although now the newer ones are starting to change that. He's got the legs that move forward and back, out and in, swivel in the thigh, double bend at the knee, and then also a swivel in the ankle as well. So a really solid range of articulation. So you can set this guy up in some really cool poses, which I love. Now, in terms of accessories, he comes with this awesome, I guess, yellow lantern energy batarang, which is fantastic. I actually really love this as an accessory. It's very typical Batman, lots of nice detail, which hopefully you guys can see of the actual batarang itself. I love it. It basically just clips on and off to his hand, which is awesome. So I'm a huge fan of that. I really, really love this accessory. To be honest with you, if this was the same scale and size as the DC Universe Direct and Classic figures, this would probably be my favourite Batman. It really would. Like, the articulation, I love. I love the face. That's probably my favourite Batman face. It's actually, I think, scaled a lot better than, say, the Arkham Knight, which has a much smaller face. So I think face, awesome. I love the color scheme of the suit. I think that's really cool too. I love the added articulation that this guy's got. I really am just a massive fan of this Batman. If you're a Batman fan, if you're a fan of really just DC in general, I think this is just such a cool Batman figure that I can't recommend him enough. Definitely well worth picking up. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the DC Universe Classics Sinestro Corps Batman.